Hey guys, I couldn't get into my own room. I forgot how to get here. I was like, oh my God, why can't I get in there? So here I am. What's up, guys? Fluff wants another Nutter Butter. He does. He was sleeping. He was sleeping through the whole last one. Wine in hand. In my jammies. But there was other stuff that I totally missed because I didn't want the video to go too long. But hold on, let me find it. I actually found some pretty good shit that I don't know how I forgot in the interview. What's up, Shauna? And not in the interview, in the video. Let me find it. Shit. Where'd I put it? Oh, don't tell me I didn't save it. Oh my God, I don't think I saved it. All right, well, so much for that. PJ time is right. I can't believe I didn't save it. But I found a whole bunch of stuff that she screamed or something. It was a big scream that people heard, like a neighbor heard. It was a whole bunch of cool shit. I can't believe I didn't save it. I don't know how I did that. Anyway. What's up, Donna Marie? What's up, James? My camera's too high up. It's because I gained weight. I'm fat. Look how fat my face got. Yo. I can't believe I lost this paper. Maybe I could Google it and find it. I'm so mad. No, that wasn't it. There is an app for that, right? Wait, maybe I don't think this is it. Maybe it is. Hold on. Better? It's like really, really raining here, and my thing is like frozen. Ugh. Oh, that might cut. If I cut you guys, I'll pop right back. I don't think I'm going to, but I don't. Hold on. Should have I cut it though? Damn it. I can't see comments because I got this stupid word. Close. Shit. I'm gonna lose it. Oh my God. Task manager still won't close out. Last comment I see is Donna Marie saying, yo. My thing just keeps turning. What the fuck? Oh. Windows, close. Oh, there we go. All right. God, I just closed it out. It was annoying me. Bellissimo. Isn't it Bellissimo, not Bellissima? Falcon? Wonders if she does everything in full screen. I do. I have a 32-inch monitor here and a 32-inch there. I do most things in full screen. What's up, Lola? On night shift? Wouldn't be PJ's party without tech issues. Ain't that the truth? Fluffernutter Butters by the door. No, it was like windows wouldn't close out. It was weird. Um, so anyway, so this thing that I found talked a lot about her, that there was a scream that a neighbor heard, and there was a whole bunch of evidence that was never submitted, or never talked about that proved that there was an intruder. But I mean, if my kids scream, I'm gonna hear it, no matter how passed out I am. So, but there was like a whole bunch of stuff like that. So, what do you guys want to talk about? Sexy hair? Yeah, okay. Carmen. James, what do you want to talk about, Carmen? I had a fight with somebody today about it. What do you want to talk to about, Carmen? No, it's bellissimo. Is beautiful in Italian. It's bellissimo. Bellissimo. Look it up there, Falcon. I'm gonna look it up right now. Beautiful in Italian. Bellissimo. Don't tell me I know how to speak Italian. It's bellissimo. I guess John said he took a melatonin and he feels guilt. He didn't hear anything. Yeah, that was kind of weird. All right. If the bones were Carmen's, she died of an overdose, and whose skull was found with a bullet hole? Another victim. Donna, I don't have that answer, but I don't believe the bones were Carmen's anymore. I did. I was very tip on it for 2.5 years ago until I met her brother. The timing of when they drove her to the funeral home or away from the funeral home, I don't remember exactly now, but the time they drove her was the exact time they found the bones. There's no way that they could have been the bones. Ma is feminine. Falcon, look it up. It's bellissimo. Um, James, what's too strange? But what's so strange? That she died, she was not related to her. Hot hair girls make the rock world go round. Believe me, I got a big old butt to do that too. They were talking about JonBenet. We are, but someone had asked me about Carmen. I don't care what Saturday Night Live says. It's bellissimo. Look it up. That's why a guy like Gary doesn't know that in Italian it's bellissimo with a mo, M-O. Timing, I don't know. I'm telling you, James, it's not. There is not a conspiracy behind her. I believe me, I was the first one to report it 3 years ago. I had it all figured out. Me and Lynn we had it, we knew it. And the truth was, it wasn't what we thought it was. And she was not who we thought she was. Is it possible that they did bury the bones? It's possible, but everything that we thought or everything that I reported 3 years ago turned out to kind of be like a twisted version. Like, it was always said that, the cops were involved and the cops paid for a funeral. They didn't. Her dad worked his ass off to pay for it. She didn't have a roommate. She lived with her grandmother, upstairs from her grandmother, I believe. She had a boyfriend who was bad news, who was in and out of jail. I mean, there's just a lot of things. But Falcon, if you look up the word beautiful in Italian, it is bellissimo. Bellissimo is an overweight female. Well, you want to say hi to everyone? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. So Gary is short for Garissimo. Ooh, come here. I'm not gonna chase you. Hey, Tim. Ugh. Ooh. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. So if you don't know who he is, this is Fluff and Nutter Butter. He cranky. He's like the mascot. He's a making a murderer mascot. Right? You little mascot. He did get a haircut. Yeah, he's only he's 4 pounds and 2 ounces or something. He's tiny. Right? You small. You baby. So yeah, it just to touch on Carmen, it really bothers me that there's still a lot of stuff being said. Even John Ferrick said that he looked into it and there was no connection. Is it possible the bones, that they did something? It's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible, but from everything a brother told me, it's unlikely. And it wasn't like he just called me one day. I mean, we spoke for like almost a year. And then it just got too much for him. What was that? No more George. No, he's just a little fluff and Nutter Butter. Right? Bellissimo, very beautiful. Thank you, Marissa. Say hi, Karen. All right. Only reason I say 7 Loki. Yes. But according to her brother, he didn't even know who Teresa was. The mother said they are not related. That's why I said, could they be like 7th or 14th cousins? Yeah, they could be. But there was no, according to Carmen's family, there was no relation. Do you mind running through to those that are newer to the Stephen Avery case? In your opinion, what do you think happened to TH, if possible to do so? All right. Give me 1 second. All right, I'll get back to the Carmen and that in a minute. Let me just answer Lola. In my opinion, what do I think happened to TH? That's an open-ended question because I've stated for a long time that I believe Scott killed her. I mean, that Bobby killed her and Scott had something to do with it, or Bobby and Mike. But as far as what do I think actually happened to her, I don't know. I would have never thought what Zellner said, the bashing of the head or whatever. I didn't think that. I thought maybe she was burned in a trailer and they found the bones on Cuss Road. I think that maybe she was killed somewhere other than Avery's house. I don't think she was actually burned at Avery's house at all. There was another case that someone just pointed out recently. It may have been Marissa. I don't remember. Or my friend John. I don't remember who did it, but somebody showed me something where somebody was burned. It was a real case where somebody was burned in an open fire and it took days. Like they kept coming back to, I can't remember what case it was, but they kept coming back because they had to keep reigniting it to burn a body over a fire. And it took like 4 or 5 days. So that kind of like confirmed, like, why would they do that to, like, how would Teresa burn so quickly, even with an accelerant? So I don't think she was burned on the property. Good one, Karen. As far as anything else goes, it's pure speculation. I have no idea what happened to her. I don't think Ryan killed her. I think Bobby killed her, but obviously I can't prove it. There's just too many possibilities it could be. But one thing I know for sure is that Stephen and Brendan, I don't think killed her. Um, I think they're both definitely innocent. Anything other than that, I don't know. Um, what's your theory on what happened to JonBenet? I think it was an intruder. I've always thought it was an intruder. I don't think Burke did it. But TC brought up something that's very true. The golf club. You know, he did once beat her with a golf club, but my brother once knocked my tooth out doesn't mean he's going to kill me. I honestly and truly think that there was an intruder that came in. They may have gone downstairs. Maybe the intruder went to the wrong room at first. And again, this is pure speculation, but maybe the intruder went to Burke's room at first and realized it was Burke, but Burke was already up and got him and then got JonBenet to go downstairs and eat pineapple. And then maybe he did something to her. Maybe he forced Burke to do something. I have no idea. But I kind of think Burke saw something and shut down, freaked out, shut down. And everyone asks me, like, and I've said this for a long time, but everyone asks me, why, why would somebody do that? Or, why would somebody leave them in the house? Maybe they couldn't get her out of the house. Maybe they tried. Maybe they dropped her in the window. I have no idea. I just know that I think Burke witnessed something. But like I said in my video, I would cover for my kid too. I'm not going to lose 2 kids. Hey lady, look, Mom. Thanks, Linda, with my no makeup and no shower. On my chubby ass face. Why isn't Ryan on your radar? Ryan has never been on my radar. I have always said Ryan was a cover up. Ryan did not do the murder. I can't tell you why. I don't know why. He's an obvious suspect being the ex-boyfriend, but I just never saw him as the killer. I don't know why. I always saw him as the cover up. Do you file TikTok Manitowoc on Reddit? I don't read Reddit. I rarely read it. I've been following him lately on Twitter only because he gave me a shout out and he's got 20,000 subscribers, followers or whatever, or more. So he's given me a couple of mentions. So I started following him on Twitter, but I hate Reddit. Reddit is nothing more than what I find most guilters writing stuff. But then again, whoever posted my video in Reddit is what got me in Rolling Stone. So Reddit's not so bad after all. Burke lost temper and hit her in the head with a flashlight for eating pineapple. I don't buy that. I don't know why. I just don't. Yeah, the ransom note was on a pad, or it wasn't on a pad. It was taken from the pad, like this same pad and paper. I think she wrote the note, but I don't think she wrote it before the death. I think she wrote it after the death. Just like they knew that, like John found her, almost like Pam found the car, and the cops just never happened to look in that room. I always found that odd too. Like, how did he know exactly where to look? It was a big house and it was a messy house. So I kind of always look something at that too, that there was something there to that too. Mama's so upset her son did it. Julie, I'm just not buying that theory. I don't know why. I'm just not. I definitely think she wrote the note. But someone, by the way, someone just left a comment on the video stating that, and I didn't know this, that John had hired a whole bunch of private people, or the cops did, or somebody to, if you guys want to check the comment, it's on the video that the premiere we just did, that, and it was proven that it was not her handwriting. But I don't know. The guy who looked like Santa was ruled out. I'm sure he's way dead by now, too. Why would you write the note if it was an intruder? Spice, my only logical explanation for that, honestly, is that if you find a daughter dead, statistically speaking, if you find your daughter dead, if they find your daughter dead in the house and there's no broken windows, you're obviously, one of you is going to get arrested. So you may write the note to cover that up. That's the only logical explanation that I can think of that makes sense. Leading a rat of NYJ Biztel 2 on Reddit. I don't know who that is. I'm telling you, I really don't read Reddit. The ransom note sealed the family's involvement as far as I'm concerned. How it happened, I don't know, but I know they know. I can't get over that. I don't know, Chase. The fingerprints, no, I did say that. And if I hadn't had closed it, there was an article from I think I pulled it from CBS or the investigators. Let me see. I could probably find it again. But it says it didn't say who it was linked to, but it did say that it was linked to two people. Like they first tested it in 2003 and they had like 400 people to match it to and it didn't match. Then in 2006 they did it again and I don't think they found anything. But then in 2016 they did it and it matched to two assailants, not one, but two different guys that they didn't say anything more though. Patsy wrote along a note, she would have been too upset. True, TC. If you would like to buy Laura some hair clips, please consider donating. An intruder doesn't explain why JonBenet was left behind or why Patsy wrote the ransom note. What was the special on TV a couple of years ago that reconstruct the flashlight over the head? Well, Joe, there were two different ones. Hey, Ellie, there were two different ones. The one from CBS blamed Burke, who now filed a lawsuit, and it seems that CBS, I think it was CBS is like they have no real evidence to back up. So supposedly, it's still ongoing. I think I read that. But they have like no real evidence to support this. So everything they said in the show, I guess they're not using in court, but I heard they're most likely going to lose. And I honestly just logically, I don't think Burke would file this lawsuit if they could possibly have any evidence against him, because not only is he risking, like, let's say he did do it, he's not only risking going to jail. I mean, there's the case is still wide open. So if they were able to produce some kind of evidence that he did it, he would go to jail for the rest of his life. If he remotely had anything to do with it, I don't think he would chance that. That's just my way of thinking. I mean, I don't think anyone's that stupid. And if his father knew that he did it, I don't think his father would allow it. It's just how I feel. Drink for me and Ethel. I'll drink for you guys. My wine. TC, I understand, but I read recently, just today, when I was, getting stuff for the case, that they're kind of like they don't have anything. They can't say why they're not investigators, they're not involved in the case, and they have nothing to prove that Burke did it. So it's interesting, but they're all about to be depoted. What do you think about the 911 call when Patsy thought she hung up and she didn't? I have bad hearing. I was in the music business for many years and stood in front of many speakers. I can't hear. I did not hear it. It was not clear enough for me. But again, I don't have great hearing. No, it wasn't 150. It was a $750 million defamation lawsuit. If you find your child in the wine cellar before trying to figure out if she was dead, wouldn't you immediately call? Of course, but she was obviously dead. When her body was found and everyone freaked and went into the living room where her body was, Patsy didn't leave a sunroom. She just sat there. But again, you just don't know. I mean, you don't know how you're going to react. Better watch out, lost it. But that's what I'm saying, Linda. That's why I don't think he's guilty. I just don't. No, it's not white. I don't drink white Zinfandel. Give me some credit. It is pink Moscato. Insult me with white Zinfandel. Come on, Falcon. Have you ever been involved in a murder or missing person? No, I have not, thankfully. They let everyone in that house shaking my I know, but that's the police fault. What happened with the law? It's still ongoing. They're about to be depoted. Someone explain a summary of JonBenet, not familiar. Brady, it's an ongoing case for the last 22 years. It happened in 1996. A 6-year-old beauty queen pageant girl was found dead in her house. Nobody's ever been charged. Nobody has ever been found. There have been multiple things surrounding the case that point to different people, and they still haven't found anybody. But it's still an open case, not a cold case. That's the best way I can sum it up. My cousin went missing. My aunt needed to be heavily sedated. No one knew he was dead, but she clearly had a feeling. Go on bigpictureproject.net and read The Present, See the Truth About Life, which can change the world from page 1. It is truth you can check. Nothing is important than reading it. You should look into the Connect Jenkins case. Nicole, is that the one that was drunk or something and was walking in the casino? Patsy was clearly medicated in an interview shortly after the murder. Yes, she was. People walked all over the crime scene. That they did. James Park ruled suicide, but free. Private investigator said homicide. I've always believed homicide. Did you watch Statement Analyst by Peter Heyer trying to decide if he is a bit hung up on sex? I don't remember it, Kelly. Best book on JonBenet is Who Killed JonBenet? Love Barefoot Bread. That's exactly what it is, Linda. It's barefoot. Yeah, but they edited these videos. Laura, we have a crest that you leave your hair down, that it is hot. I don't know if you can guess who that is from. I can, but it's not so hot. It's a mess. It's a mess. Maybe we shouldn't focus on the reactions of what people should do when these things happen and more of the facts. Maybe more efficient. I agree, Cunningham. Were you ever interested in Jodi Arias or Amanda Knox? Jodi Arias was guilty as sin. Amanda Knox, I know about the case. I watched the movie, but I haven't really delved into it. But it could go either way. The fact that she was, back and forth was like weird. But I mean, I guess she's innocent. Foreign Faction, that what it's called. I'm thinking JonBenet is dead. JonBenet is very dead. No, Nicole was debunked conspiracy theory. She was drunk and died in freezer. What, Nicole? Valerie, what I miss? My understanding is that the DNA from the underwear could have come from the store sold me. James, that's what they said too. That I saw that too, but they're saying no. From what I read today, I wish I didn't have to close it out, but from what I read today, no, it didn't match them either. And that was what CBS said. Hey, Kimber. Who did they invite around the house before the police arrived? All of their friends and family. Like, oh my God, my daughter's missing. Come here. That's normal though. Because they didn't know she was in the house. JonBenet is Katy Perry. I mean, it has to be someone that knew the house and family. Absolutely. Eman, I agree with that. Which one is a Jenkins case? Am I right that it's the girl that was drunk in the casino or something? How do police search the whole house and don't find her? I don't know either. But the police fucked up that case so bad. Oh, died in the freezer. All right, I remember. Yeah, she was drunk or something. Amanda Knox just strikes me as the evil little. I don't know. Have a look at the girl who's acting weird in the elevator. Brady, that's what I'm talking about. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. That she was like bouncing back and forth and she was drunk in a casino, or maybe it's the other one. I don't remember. There's so many cases. Ramsey's immediately lawyered up and scheduled a flight to Georgia. Joe, if I think I would too if I had their money. I mean, I don't know. All the same case. It is all the same case. Like she was drunk walking to the casino and then she got caught in the freezer or something. Yeah. Brady Huntsberger, yes. Alyssa Lamb is in the elevator fountain water tank on top of Cecil Hotel. I don't know that one. That's one I don't know. I do remember the freezer one. I just don't know how they're going to prove it, though. She was right at the bottom of the stairs. How can you not see her? People have been drinking water. It's creepy. What about the case? I don't remember the names, but the guy like followed her in a hotel or whatever and then walks out with a suitcase and she was like dead in the suitcase. E-Man, I was talking about it. I've started watching the first 2 episodes. I think I'm on 3. It's just so slow. I mean, I feel like get to the point already. It's like everyone's even talking slow. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Beck, I think I saw that. I'm pretty sure I saw that. My internet died and it saved me. It's just slow. I mean, it's really good information, but like the one thing I found really interesting about it that stuck out in my mind is Ryan Ferguson, when, Zellner's other case, the big one, that most recent one, he went to jail because his friend said he heard it in a dream, like he dreamt this whole thing up. I didn't read The Innocent Man, but it sounds like the exact same story. And I'm like, how did nobody think like this kid watched or read the book like many, many years ago? Because like the exact same story that it was a dream and he dreamt the whole thing. And that's why he went to the police. It's almost identical to the person that that got Ryan Ferguson in jail in the first place. Well, I couldn't get into Evil Genius. I don't know why. Is anybody here into conspiracies? Not really, but I will Dream Killer. But I will say, Brady, that the video that they wrote up about me in Rolling Stone, the title of it was the 3 best conspiracy theories. So I don't think I have conspiracy theories, but I guess other people do. Do you know if the family went outside to look for her? I don't know, but it was cold. And that was the other thing. They're saying that they had that there were no footprints in the snow. But somebody else, I think Lou Smith, said there were footprints in the snow. I'm looking for a new show to watch, crime, mystery, etc. Any help? James, watch The Innocent Man. Just don't be too tired when you watch it. Ringo Stone. What's up with the Beatles? I saw a John Lennon. Now I got a Ringo Stone. Beatles are my favorite. Karen, Jodi Arias, it was a blonde who killed her boyfriend out of jealousy, and it was a big trial, and she was singing when she was being interrogated. She's whacked. Craze does amazing camera work footage. Yeah, Karen, you can find a ton of stuff on Jodi Arias online, like a ton. She is a freak show. But a lot of people think she didn't do it. A lot of people say she didn't do it. Yeah, I noticed that. Why do you guys keep going on the Big Picture project? .net. It's getting annoying. We saw it once. Next time, delete. Um, Valerie, good catch. Oh my God, Laura, I just saw an orb in your feed. Have lost a loved one that may be with you. My dad died on the 18th, December 18th of 2014. So I wouldn't doubt it. It very well could be Chase, because 3 days from now, and I just said to my ex, I said, I don't know why I'm in such a funk lately. And then today at work, I'm like, I know why, because my dad died 4 days from now. Of course I'm in a funk. I get in a funk every year at this time. Um, Probably, hopefully my dad. 2 of my kids aren't home tonight. Only my daughter's home, so hopefully nothing happened to one of them. Nah, it's I believe it was my dad. Um, Applesauce not cool. I'd have to see proof for Jodi Arias. Rebecca, you don't think Jodi Arias is guilty? My mom died at my house about 8 years ago. Never saw an orb. You never saw an orb, Falcon? I have. I saw them in many pics after I lost my mom, my dad. You want to hear a funny story? It's not funny, but when my dad died, me and my mom went to the nursing home, and like I always felt like, if when my dad died, because he had Alzheimer's, like when my dad died, like he was gonna come to me and stuff. And the night he died, I was putting together like this scrap box thing for my mom with all the pictures and everything. And all of a sudden I dropped one, and I was like hysterical crying, but I dropped one and I was like, whatever. And something told me to pick it up. It was like a matchbook, like a small regular matchbook. And something told me to pick it up, and I bent down to pick it up, and I flip it over, and it said like, Cheryl, if I'm ever gone, or when I'm gone, or now that I'm gone, because he was in the military, like, now that I'm gone, just know that I will hold you with me forever. It was the weirdest thing. I called my mom at like 3 a.m. I'm like, you're never gonna guess what happened. And then after that, I felt him like once or twice, but it was just really weird. um yeah, Jodi Arias is guilty as sin. Jodi's prints were in his blood, plus she photographed herself and everything. She is definitely guilty. Um, Talking to everyone gets obvious visitors, people they've lost. So for the month of my parents passing. Oh, Chase, your parents passed together? That's sad. That's hard. Jodi Arias didn't get off. She's sitting in prison. Jodi's guilty. Yeah, she's serving like life or something. Falcon, maybe she is mad at you. 2 days apart, totally different reasons. Wow, I'm sorry, Chase. That's good. That had to be tough. Yeah, she is guilty as charged, hands down, without a doubt. Casey Anthony, maybe he's thinking yeah. Were you thinking Casey Anthony, James? Good point, Rebecca. Casey Anthony got off because really of a good lawyer. It is hard losing parents. I'm not gonna lie. It's tough. Yeah, Casey is she's she should have never gotten off. Colorado law, no one under age 10 at the time of a crime can be charged with homicide. Burkham really loses lawsuit and it deflects attention away from him. How could he not lose his lawsuit? I believe it, Chase. I absolutely believe it. Because I feel that way about my dad, and it's just my dad. Um, Sounds like Jodi Arias should have pled insanity. I think she may have tried. She didn't get very far. Lost my mom 2 years ago and 1.5 months, and I think her every day. Just glad I don't cry every time I think of her now. Rebecca, I sometimes do. Kind is everything you do. Moving on. I agree, Chase. The lawyer overcharged with KCA. They went for first-degree murder. Hadn't had living parents for years. I'm sorry, Falcon. His lawsuit isn't about guilt or innocence, about defamation. See, the thing about Casey Anthony, though, in all honesty, she should have gotten off, because she had a jury that didn't go by emotion. They went by what a jury is supposed to do. Did the prosecutor present a proper case? Every other case, the prosecutor doesn't. So, I mean, as much as she should have been in jail, she honestly really did have a proper jury. Like, the jury did their job. Julie, I'm sorry. What's up, Nick? Including Falcon? Falcon, that took a lot out of Chase. That's an honorable mofo. Good job, Chase. That's why I love you guys. Because you guys are awesome. Hey, Nick. Nick, I need hair clips. But Falcon, that was really nice of Chase. You should remember that. They should have charged Casey with child endangerment, all the charges, and they would have sent her away for 25. But if it's down, it's a mess. You want to see it down? I'll put it down. My point is, the truth comes out. Oh. That's going to be a real mess. It is hard, but you learn to move ahead. I agree. There you go. Now it's down. I got so much hairspray in it. See, Nick, it doesn't look better down. It just looks like a big old mess. Casey had a fair trial. She did. Casey had a jury that did not go on evidence. She had a jury that didn't go on emotion. She had a jury that went on evidence. Who are you talking about tomorrow night? I was gonna do David Berkowitz, Son of Sam. It's a mess. My fat face. Yeah, these PJs, they make me look huge, though. They, like, puff me out. Even my daughter said it. She's like, your pajamas make you look like 400 pounds. Thank you. Laura, what was the animal that was biting your feet a week or so ago? My Fluffernutter Butter? He's my Maltese. I do, look. More orbs. You had 2 that time. Then it was probably my grandma. My grandma has always been my guardian angel till my dad died. My PJs are comfy. Yeah, I remember something almost daily. I got to block a lot out to get by with my family. I can only imagine how hard it would have been if I had a better relationship with them. It's hard. My dad was my hero. He was my best friend my whole life. And when he died, a piece of me died with him. And there's nothing I can do. Has there been anything recently unsolved hit and run in Manitowoc? No, nothing will ever like be definitive on that. It will really continue to just linger. Like nobody's ever going to admit to it ever. Um, God, my mom is so close. My mom has a new boyfriend that she's had for like 2 years who's wonderful. They're like traveling the world together. I'm glad she met him. Have you ever looked into Maura Murray case? Someone told me about that case, but I for some like I hate to say this, not a ton of cases interest me. And they don't have to be high profile. Like Nora Jackson was my first true crime case. I love that girl. Loved her for the last 10 years. So it doesn't have to be like a high profile case, just there's certain things that I look for in cases that interest me. I can't tell you even what it is, but a lot of the cases people come to me, yeah, it's interesting, but it's the same old, same old. Like it doesn't spark my interest. TC, this little guy. This is my little fluffernutter butter who's biting my feet. Say hi. You will get addicted to the Maura Murray one. Yeah, it's a little fluffernutter butter. What? Fluffernutter butter who needs keeps getting mad at. My biggest fear in life for my son was losing my father. I understand that, Chase. We're close teenagers out of their dads. Wish we were closer. I miss them all the time. He looks so much cuter with his haircut. I know. Now he has eyeballs. I think he knows he's on camera. Say hi. Everyone likes you. Say hi. You just want to eat him up. Right. Right. He's such a brat. He did wink. Bone shaped tag. No, it was from the pet store. What? He's a little goober. Like, I don't know if you guys have pet supplies where you are, but the store pet supplies, they're awesome. Yeah, that's why me and my son aren't too close or almost too close. Never want him to doubt my love like I did. You know what goes though, Chase and Karen? It doesn't make it any easier. I was my dad's best friend. I was his little girl. He spoiled the fuck out of me. He was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful father in every which way, shape, or form. It made it that much harder when he got sick and died. Heather, the Keepers bored me. I got through the second episode and I was like, I can't watch this. This is way too boring. What? My female bird is grooming. I kept falling asleep during the Keepers also. Yeah, it was boring me to death. I was like, I can't handle this show. This is just not exciting. Yes, the Keepers was about the nuns. There are no signs of life or death with Maura. Is she in a coma? I think I looked at it once and didn't really hold my interest. But I can't totally remember. Or like this new one that's out, this Kelsey something from Colorado that everyone thinks the fiance did it. Girl, you don't let that hair down. I did. Just for Nick. She went missing after her car was on side of the road. I know I looked at it, but I can't. Yeah, Kelsey Barreth. That one seems to be popping up everywhere. Last 3 to 4 months of my life, I could barely remember. You must have been a basket case. I was a basket case, but I had to hold it together for the kids. Too much time and opposition. The story could have been told in 40 minutes. The Keepers, I agree with you. It was like that's kind of how I feel about The Innocent Man. I feel like it's dragging. Like it's so slow. Like just get to it already. What is your opinion on the Menendez brothers? The Menendez brothers are guilty as fuck. Why they did it, I don't know, but they are definitely guilty. What's up, Mass Cobra? Who comes in and out? Valerie, I want one. Yo, you ever have those fried Twinkies? You just saw another orb? Maybe it's just my lighting. I don't know. I mean, the lighting hasn't changed, though. Do a show about 9/11. No thanks, Falcon. I don't know. We are orb spotting, exactly. I'm telling you, my dad died on December 18th, and my grandmother died on December 17th in 1998. So I wouldn't doubt it if it was both of them. But it's just funny though that Chase that you said it initially because I was just talking about it today. Texas cried everything. What do you mean, Adrian? Ah, Val. Oh, Texas cried everything? Or what do you mean? December 24. That's a hard day. I think that's the year my grandma died, was 98. Ooh, Spicy has a birthday in 4 days. I got to mark that on my calendar. Texas fried everything. All right. Anything tough makes us stronger. We don't know what we can handle until we have to. Karen, I am such a diehard believer in that. For everything I went through with my ex, I am total believer in that. That what makes you strong, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I grew so much and learned so much. I'll be 52. Spicy 50s are the new 20s. Was your ex bad to you? No, it's not that he was bad to me. He dragged me through a 6-year custody fight that cost me everything I had and then some. And it was the most tumultuous custody fight anyone has ever seen, including my attorneys. It was bad. It's been about 8 years. I was in my 40s when she passed. Ooh, now we know how old Falcon is. Falcon's in his 50s. Damn, where you from? Originally New York. My custody fight was in Iowa. You won, though. I see. I did. But it cost me everything I had. And I don't even mean just money. I mean life savings, education, just everything. But Nicole, I'm originally from New York. Born and bred. Where in Iowa? Davenport? Quad Cities? See, I knew you were in your 50s, Falcon. Falcon, you're a Sagittarius. Oh, you're in Clinton? No way. I know people in Clinton. I know my friend Amanda is in Clinton. My ex used to work at the hell's that called? The plant out there. You know what I'm talking about. That's right, Linda. So who killed the Ramsey? Other orbs cataracts. I'm not even ADM. Thank you, Joe. I couldn't think of the name. He's a local 25 union. I'm stopping at 52. Screw counting. I'm still 29, Spice. I'm going to have just a few years left till 50. Right, Fluff and Nut of Butter? That's why I ignored it, Chase. Marissa, you can delete. Or Phoebe, who's ever around. Oh. Oh. Spicy, I don't blame you. I got it. All right, he's gone. No. It was in Davenport today. I don't miss it. I heard you guys are getting really bad weather. I'm 33 and I feel old. Marissa's 33. I timed him out and you booted him at the same time. I know. 46. I'm with you, Karen. 46 is enough. I'm totally in agreement with you there. Yeah, they was retarded. 33 is a baby. Can you believe that though? Like 33 felt like yesterday. Changing sub? Changing sub? You changing subscribers? Tell that to my pain levels, Falcon. Your vape is much cooler than mine. Joe, I'm actually I go to Davenport a couple times a year. 33 did feel like yesterday. No, see, the thing is, though, and nobody 33 is going to realize this because, you know, you're in your 30s now, so you're an adult. But I promise you, your whole mentality changes from 33 to 43. And you're like, was I really that immature at 33? It's kind of weird. Oh my God, here's another troll. Get a fucking life. Where is he? Remove. Report. 29, Jen. You got a long way to go. I don't know what's up with the trolls, but I'm deleting them and reporting them as fast as they come in. Trolls appear to be being recommended by YouTube. Good point. Now I know I'm getting recommended because I get a lot of you're caught, but the cops botched it. That they did. But they get like I can see where my subscribers come from, and a lot of them come from YouTube browsing, YouTube watch page or whatever. We definitely hope that whoever killed JonBenet gets caught up. I don't know if they ever will. That's okay, Jen. Never stop. I love listening to you. Thanks, Linda. It was the family. We can go around and around and around about this. Did you ever have people try to say Zodiac Killer also killed? Yeah, but there was no connection. Like there was no Zodiac. There was nothing. There's no evidence of ever anyone entering, but there is though. There was the open window. I'm telling I don't think this case will ever be solved. I think it's gonna remain open for the entire case. There was cobwebs covering the window. Yeah, but that's on the CBS special. If you watch the other special, the I think it was A&E, they had a completely different story. Back to JBR. One theory was Patsy. She flipped out after JBR went bad thoughts. See, Tim, the reason why I don't totally buy that is because when she was killed, she had underwear on. So if Patsy was so upset and she had like big underwear on or something, so she wore it after she came home from the party. So where did she pee in the bed? She would have had to change her underwear. That's the only thing that didn't make sense to me about the whole bedwetting thing. Footprint on suitcase. Yeah, that's right. There was a footprint on the suitcase by the window. They could have came in through the front door and waited in the basement for a large amount of time. That's another theory I have, James. That's what I was saying tonight, that I kind of really think that maybe they went in. I mean, they may not have been the brightest people. Maybe they went in, maybe they were dressed as Santa Claus and they went to the window. I mean, there's so many possibilities. Sad Gut still says it was an intruder. There are sick people out there. I agree, Spicy. I'm with the intruder theory. And the killer made himself comfortable and wrote the ransom note. No, I don't think the killer wrote the ransom note. I think Patsy wrote the ransom note. Why? I don't know. I mean, but Joe, in all honestly, it has happened before. I mean, look at I wish I can remember the name. The girl had like short brown hair, and some guy came in, used the kitchen knife to kill her son, and she went to jail for it for like 3 years until it turns out that they found out who it was. Let's ask Mama Medium. Who's Mama Medium? Bedwetting is often linked to sexual abuse. Maybe the DNA contributors played. Bedwetting is, but it's also due to other factors. I was a bedwetter and I was never sexually abused. So there are a lot of other things that can happen with it. I think she was killed by accident. That wasn't an accident. That was pretty intense. I think that's possible. Marissa, do you think the person knew the Ramseys? Yeah, I do. I think it was somebody the kids knew for sure. Yeah, it was very brutal. I just something in my gut tells me that I don't think it was Burke. I just don't. I know it is, but circumstances around it. Burke put his feast on JonBenet's Christmas dollhouse. Some kids do that. I hope the Lindsay wasn't being abused. I couldn't imagine someone so sick. I mean, honestly, me and my brother were very close in age. We fought. My kids, they fight all the time. None of them were like, needed poop or anything, but some kids are. Some kids, put poop everywhere. Burke denies feces smearing. Yeah, but would he even remember? I think it was a person that was very capable of doing it many times again. The killer could have also been in the house from before they even got home from the Christmas party. Did someone say that? I think someone said that too. I don't know why Patsy would write it. And that's what I'm saying, caught up in the air. My only logical theory of why it happened or why she wrote it is that she didn't want everyone looking at them. I don't know. I smashed the likes, but got to get some. No offense to anyone doing pageants, but in my opinion, it's turning a baby into a sexual object. Yeah, I never got the whole pageant thing either. I think it's gross. Mom medium is a psychic medium who's also a clairvoyant who has a show now on satellite. Yeah, I don't buy too many psychics. Very few have I ever like bought into. Amanda, I just think that like y- you know that just heard a weird noise. You know that eh, that if they find a body in the house, then they're gonna definitely point at you. So maybe she wrote the note as a, you know, like to get away from it, to steer, steer it elsewhere. I don't know. I knew nothing in my 30s. Let's ask Miss Cleo too. Um, yeah, pageants are Filipinos. There's no doubt about that. Great room, moderation, Laura. See you next time. Bye, TC. Thank you so much. Um, so obvious I was joking. Yo, whatever happened to that psychic that did Making a Murderer? Remember her? Um, I don't know. She was some weird chick. I knew nothing in my 30s and didn't realize that to my 40s. Absolutely. I'll agree with Falcon. The Falcon, now in your 50s, you still don't know anything. So what do you got to say about that? Falcon still doesn't know anything. I don't know who Miss Cleo is. Burn, sizzle, burn. I knew nothing in my 20s. Oh, I knew everything in my 20s. My 40s are better than my 20s or 30s. I don't know how I feel about my 40s. I had a lot of shit happen to me in my 40s. I'm kind of waiting to get to 50. Gives me hope, Falcon. I'm being serious. Does anyone else think it's tragic that Patsy was dyeing JB's hair to make her prettier? Breaks my heart. These kids have to be fake to think they're pretty. But that's society standards, Marissa. You can't blame the mom for that. That's society standards. Alea says, my 20s were a blur. My 20s were a good blur. I'll agree with that. That's why I keep saying my 50s are going to be my best years yet. I'm going to get into really good shape, and my 50s are going to be the best years. Had a great time in my 20s. I had a good time in my 20s too. Patsy was living vicariously through her daughter. My life was imploded by the time I was 19. Unfortunately, I got a ton of experience, but it made you smarter. It made you who you are today. She might have still been wearing nappies at night if she was bedwetting. Large underpants were supposed to be a gift for someone else. And JB, one of them, Patsy gave them to her. Can't wait to 55, which is almost here. I'm going to get a cane. Falcon, are you married? Yeah, Marissa had it rough. She did. But she's a really, really smart woman. I mean, everything that's happened to her, really, I'm very surprised when I started to get to know her, how smart she is. I mean, she really is. And Marissa, I'm talking about you, not JonBenet. Back in 55, you officially have to call kids whippersnappers. No, I never got married. I never wanted a divorce. Are you gay or straight? She is awesome. You guys know I thought Falcon was gay, right? I bet Falcon has a lot of cats. Quincy, we're talking about a lot of different things. That's what a pajama party is. If someone wants to bring up a topic, go for it. We also thought Falcon was 12. Since I said he's gay, he's not saying anything. People think that about me all the time. Hey, who's your daddy? Where have you been? You haven't been around. No gay, no cats. I still have questions on TH. Go for it. See, just for the new people or people that are first coming in, like Friday night pajama party is an open thing. Like we discuss everything and anything. If you want to talk about something, just bring it up. Like there's no rules or anything. Just bring it up. How do we find out the killer? How old is this case? Case of JonBenet Ramsey is 23 years old. I don't think they'll ever find it. I've been asking you about TH, dad, stepdad, dad, uncle. There's not much to that. Thanks, Amanda. There's not much to it, Joe. When Teresa's father died, her mom married the dad's brother. So Teresa's uncle is her stepdad. That's all I really know. PJ pants are good. As just you find love, don't get married. It's not your thing. Best and worst part about being a mom. Expensive. It is the most expensive thing I have ever experienced in my life is being a mom. The best thing about it is just that I'm watching 3, little beings grow up into mature adults. It is weird, Joe. I agree with you. Falcon, come to Canada. I'll marry you. We already argue like a married couple. Marrying your sister-in-law. Joe, I'm totally with you. Silverback, it is. It's crazy. And they have no concept of money. It's, Mom, I need this. Mom, a school trip this. Mom, this. Mom, that. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, it's crazy expensive. 3 girls, 2 grandkids. Oh, you know. Anyone with more than 1 kid knows. Best thing are the cuddles and the laughs. They have great laughs. So needy. Exactly. They are so needy. I'm like Walter Matthau and Bandu's Bears. I have one and I'm glad it didn't get more expensive than that. Spicy, be thankful. Amanda, exactly. Or like, the thing about having multiple kids, I mean, my first were twins. So by the time I had the third one, it was like, well, what's one more at this point? But with the twins, it was like, everything is double and triple. They want to go on a school trip. Well, it's not 1,000 anymore. It's 2,000. Mom, let's go to the movies. It's $80. So yeah, it becomes crazy expensive. Mine are 13 months apart, but it's expensive. I thought the same thing about Jacob Brilla. That took 30 years. Fingers crossed for JBR. Tim, it is the one thing that I did hear, though, recently today, which it was nice to hear, is that they said that the case is not a cold case. It is still a very open, pending investigation. They will not close it. About to be 35, no kids. Think it might be over for me. I had my twins at 34, so it's not over. Falcon, you should bring her in here. I remember just wanting Peppy Jeans and money for CDs. Yeah, when you factor in the $35 for popcorn and soda, exactly. And mind you, I have twins that are tall. My son, they're not even 14. My son is 6'1" and thin. He eats like there's no tomorrow. And how do you not feed him? I mean, he's 6'1". My daughter is 5'6", his twin. And my little one, who's only 11, is 5'5". I have big kids. Bye, James. See you tomorrow night. Don't forget, I'm doing 12 days in a row. And then after that, I may take a few days off. Shex came over a week before last. We had coffee. Aw. I noticed that after my divorce, my ex's girlfriend starts reaching out to my Facebook. You know what they say about chicks with big kids? No, what do they say about chicks with big kids? That they eat a lot? Coffee's nice. Why don't you take her out for dinner, Falcon? I have one. I'm done. I love the little stinker, but I don't want another one. I don't blame you. I was hoping you knew. Means I have tall genes in my family. That's what it means. MHM time for second date. Chicks and big kids be broke. Exactly. Thank God he spent so much time at his girlfriend's house. They feed him, buy him stuff, everything. In college, she dumped me because I didn't want to get married. Falcon's afraid of commitment. That's what Falcon's problem is. He doesn't like commitment. I don't know, Sean. I think he's afraid of commitment. I have a husband that's enough kid for me. Good one. As I said, maybe in my 50s, I'll get remarried. I have no kids. It's totally not a bad thing. I'm great with one. I didn't have her until 11 days shy of my 28th. He has trust issues. I agree. Heather, I never wanted kids. I absolutely did not want kids. I said, I like my life. I like traveling. I like doing shit. I was making excellent money. And then I met somebody in Vegas. And 3 weeks later, I found out I was pregnant with twins. Well, 6 weeks later, I found out I was 3 weeks pregnant with twins. And that was it. Taylor, if it makes you feel any better, I have 3 kids. I have never had a contraction. I have never gone through childbirth. I had C-sections for both pregnancies, and I would never change a thing. I am probably the only person in the world who had 3 kids that never felt a labor pain, a contraction, or anything. It was a beautiful thing. I need to go to Vegas. Vegas was fun. Some goofy looking fellow, but was he rich? That's what you got to think about, Falcon. Was he rich? Mine too, no pain. Exactly. Vegas is great. Vegas is a lot of fun. I sat in the C-section. Like in the supermarket. Yeah, I would never want to go through labor. What now does that happen? I've watched Natural 3 times. It was an unbelievable thing. Aw, who's your daddy? That's nice. That's a loving dad. What now does that happen? What now does what happen? Money over looks for some women. I'd rather be happy either way. Had kids the whole 9 yards. Natural childbirth here. Would do it 1,000 times over. When it's done, you are good to go shopping. Hey, I went home the next day. Not the first one, the second one. My little guy. The twins were 2, and they see me bleeding. Like, Mom, are you dying? I'm like, no, I'm not dying. No more kids for me. Recovery was a breeze. I agree, Amanda. I didn't have any problem. I didn't have contraction until they induced me. Birth talk. Hey, we could talk about other things. My first kid was emergency C-section. The next one I booked in, so I didn't go through the same thing again. Exactly. Falcon, you're a rebound. Be careful. Joe, we could talk about grosser things. Talk about ball sweat. Falcon, maybe she does want to date you. Joe, what else do you want to know though about yeah. What else do you want to know though? The second daughter labor, my wife made me go through Steak and Shake on the way to the hospital. She knew she wasn't going to eat for a while. Periods talk Falcon. Anyone else think Rat's fantasy about Steven? Oh, it absolutely was a fantasy. That's exactly what he wanted. Don, I can't answer that. I don't know. Baby powder those balls. Joey. Let's not, Joe. I want to be done with that soon. I did say ball sweat. Yes, I do know who killed JonBenet Ramsey. No, I don't. Yeah, that's next week, Joe. They have that monkey buck powder. Don, the mother did not kill her. The mother may have wrote the ransom note, but I don't think the mother killed her. A lot of people think the brother did it. Hoosier, you didn't watch my video that I made before this one. There's proof that it wasn't Burke. There's always a million reasons to do that. I've heard of the monkey butt powder. See? Yeah, there's proof that it wasn't Burke. You should watch a video that I made prior to this. So if you like haven't been around, I'm doing 12 days of Christmas, thanks to Marissa's brilliant idea. 12 days of Christmas where every day I'm featuring a new like murder that's centered around Christmas and then doing a live afterwards so we can discuss it. Oh. I know, and yet I like my single carefree life. Falcon, I don't blame you. I like being single. To a point. I get lonely. Hey, Patrick. Marissa is awesome. I could play video games all night. This is true. I'm single sucking right now. Hey, just think if you weren't single, you wouldn't be here with me on Friday nights. Patrick, I'm doing good. How are you doing? He's talking with us instead. Exactly. I can do stuff like, well, this. That's right. Let's talk about yeast infections. Let's not. I got one right here. Fun night with the fam. Well, that's good. What is this? Pink Moscato. It is fruity. It's actually really good. Like really, really good. And I've had such a rough week of work because I'm not getting up on time. What's the best place I've ever traveled to? Well, honestly, I've never left the United States, but I've traveled all over. But I've just never been overseas. So I really don't have that much of an exciting traveling because I never went to, well, I shouldn't say that. Like I keep banging this. I went to a lot of cruises, so I've been like around, but I've always wanted to go to Australia and, you know, like Ireland, and I haven't been to any of those. Iowa, yeah, Iowa. Aw, Heather, because you love us. Going to Belize and Mexico. A friend of mine went to Belize. I've been to Mexico. But like But I don't know. I mean, honestly, if I had to like be totally honest, the best place I've ever been is home, and that's New York City. There's no other place in in America like New York City. It just has everything. I do. I want to go to Ireland. I definitely want to go to Australia. I want to go so many places overseas. Need to go to New York. New York City is awesome. Absolutely. It just has everything. Everything. 5-pound bag of gummy bears. I'm scared to go to Mexico right now. I went to Mexico a long time ago. Husband just bought me a ring in Belize. Aw, that was sweet, Val. Sometimes I wish I could be the sort of person who can make that sort of commitment. Love New York. Times Square is awesome. I agree, Patrick. Taylor, where on Long Island? I hear the pizza is on the Fleek. Yeah, you can't. Although Chicago's got some pretty good pizza places too, just different. I've been to Atlantic City many of times. I've lost big and I've won big. Very sweaty in Australia at the moment. Oh, I don't care. No way, you're in Baldwin. I grew up in Queens, but then we moved out to Long Island, and I graduated high school at Sachem, Lake Grove, Smithtown area. Lake Grove, Stony Brook, more really. New York has the real pizza. It does. All the vendors sell the best stuff. I agree. Then again, I think people are the way they are for a reason. No, you're just afraid of commitment. John, same what? You graduated from Sachem too? Now I want pizza. Yeah, I met somebody else in the Facebook group who told me, or she left a comment, she was from Mount Sinai. Pizza. Bath and Body Works having buy two, get one free on the stick candles. Are they really, Heather? I have to buy some. Buy some. Amityville? Who's from Amityville? I had an apartment in Dix Hills. I heard they closed that Toys R Us. Oh, yeah. Well, they would have closed it now. But we went there in 2008. We went on the Ferris wheel. My kids had a good time. Live 30 minutes away from AC. Where are you? So you're in Jersey? Laura, do you have a P.O. box to send you stuff? I don't actually. You sending me pizza? I miss Toys R Us so bad this year. Yeah, they got stupid expensive though. The devil? I don't know what the devil is. That's right. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I can do the best for so much less than I forgot. I thought I was on this clever philosophical rant. South Jersey. That's an Italian. They went out of business. I'd love to go. Karen, you have to know where to go in New York City, and you have to know, like, a lot of people just stay in like Times Square. You can't stay in Times Square. You have to go downtown. You have to go to like all the what's it called? Oh, I can't believe I forgot. What's the place you buy all the fake stuff on? I can't think of the name of the street. But there's like South Street, Seaport. I mean, there's so many parts of New York City that like I was gonna say terrorists don't go, but tourists don't go. The boroughs, no, you're talking the 5 boroughs. The Bronx isn't too bad. You just got to be on the right street. G-Mom right off the boat. All right, John, you're Italian off the boat. Tell me this. Is it bellissimo or is it bellissima for a beautiful? I'd like to go at Terrace Don't Go. Exactly. People live in Vegas, almost never go to the Strip. That is true. I hope they get back to Tulsa. They closed all stores here in the end of the summer. Yeah, they closed them here a while ago. O for men, A for females. That's what Falcon said. But I've always heard it was bellissimo. The Strip is so small in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, I agree, Heather. Good night, Adrian. That's for a man. But if you look it up on Google, it says bellissimo. I called the suicide hotline in Iraq. They asked me if I knew how to drive a truck. Thank you, John. It's bellissimo, correct? See, John says I'm right. Thank you. They're saying that it's bellissima for a girl. And I always said it's bellissimo. Like, doesn't matter if it's male or female. Karen, my dad grew up in the Bronx. It's not so bad. You just don't go to the South Bronx. South Bronx is bad. But, I mean, it's better than the south side of Chicago. Google Translate beautiful. And it says bellissimo or bellissimo. Tell you, it's going to say bellissimo. Hermoso. Speaking of Hermoso, what about that case? That was a crazy case. The ones in Canada. Spanish is what? A and Spanish is masculine and feminine. Salt Bay in Manhattan is very good food. There's a lot of good food in Manhattan. You just got to have money to afford it. John, help me out here. So O and A, masculine and feminine, is only in the Spanish language? No, I'm telling you, Italian. Oh, yeah, see, John agrees with me. John knows. Italian bellissimo is bellissimo, period. There's no A or O. See, this is like a fight. Miss Fitz says no, we're wrong. So it's me and John against the world. Like Bella and hello. Well, Bella is beautiful. Hello is hello. It's never bello. You don't tell a man, say, yo, what's up, bello? But you say, yo, what's up, hello? Now you get into language. Female and male. Thanks, Dirty. Jennifer Bauer, no, it's freestyle any topic tonight. Yeah, if you guys are coming in late, just so you know, I mean, this has gone on an hour and a half already. So at the beginning, we were talking about stuff. But Friday night jam party is pretty much a free-for-all. We talk about everything and anything. If you want to bring something up, just bring it up. I'm willing to talk about any case. So if you want to bring it up, just bring it up. What's up, Dirty D? Bellissimo is the right word. Thank you, Heather. Now that's 3 on our side. I got my PJs on. Yeah, if whoever wants to, if you guys want to talk about JonBenet, you want to talk about making a murderer, you want to talk about Scott Peterson, you want to talk about anything, just bring it up. I can switch like that. You called the suicide hotline, they hung up on you? I didn't really think that men got called beautiful. Yeah, I've thought the same thing. Yeah, we even talked about ball sweat. Nitty, everyone gotta get up early, had fun. Oh, night night. Bye, Spicy. See you tomorrow. Nick is absolutely beautiful. Spicy. I have zero clue if Peterson killed his wife and unborn baby. Katie, that's how a lot of us are. I said the same thing. Thank you, Millbilly. See, Bellissimo is correct, Falcon. Did you say there was news on the JonBenet case? Yes. In 2016, the DNA had a match to the DNA that was found on her underwear. They finally had a match for 2 people, but they haven't really released much further than that. But they also said that there was footprints, handprints, fingerprints, and a boot print that didn't match to anybody in the family. Nobody. It was to these 2 assailants, to these 2 other people. Have you heard about Shannon Christian and Chris Newsom? No, I have not. Who's your favorite band, Purple? I have a lot. I like Theory of a Dead Man a lot. I like Seether. I would say Seether is probably my favorite. Drew is guilty as sin. Scott, I'm not sure about. Anyone think Shannon could have killed her kids? Absolutely not. Shannon did not kill her kids. Do you think Casey Anthony was guilty or innocent? 100% guilty. System of a Down. I like System of a Down. I kind of grew out of them though. But Shanann definitely did not kill her kids. What do you think on the I don't even know who Crystal Rogers is. So I can honestly, I know nothing about that case. The Ramseys used to have Christmas walkthroughs every year, like an open house type of thing. Could have been anyone. I agree, Jennifer. I'm rap hip hop music. Ew, Patrick, rap and hip hop. I won meet and greet with Seether. I love Seether. Love Seether. My daughter used to like rock out to Seether when she was a kid, when she was a baby. Richard Kuklinski. Isn't that the shooter from Vegas? Dirty D? Jennifer, I heard there was upwards of 2,000 plus people that walked through that house that night. Yeah, but they wouldn't have been on JonBenet Ramsey's underwear. Yes. No, the Iceman. I don't remember, Joe. That was a long time ago. For some reason I know the name. I can't remember the case though. Didn't he kill like little girls or something? There was like a special on him. Yeah. Yeah, he was guilty. Like he did it. I don't think it was much of a case. BTK, that was a fucked up guy. He was crazy. Iceman was a hitman. Yeah, I saw a special on him. That he thought he was like this big ass mafia guy, but meanwhile he was like a Polish guy. Yep, I've seen him. He was married too. Like he had a wife and kids. Yeah, he did. I did. I recently saw a special on him. 311 got the boom. Stay positive. You're leaving? They knew nothing. He made mafia hits and froze the bodies. That's right. Killed a guy after building a bike for one of his kids. I was watching a show on one of the Gambinos. I forgot what the show was, but like the daughter never knew anything either. Oh. Confession tapes. That's what I saw. What's up, CP420? You got here late. Any other cases you guys want to bring up? For JB, I think it was the guy who killed himself. John, you know what? I forgot about that guy. I agree with you. He was a big possibility. I totally agree with you. That's the one that killed himself. And that was so weird. Like, why would this guy kill himself? I'm a hitman. Yeah, I got some people for you to go after, Dirty D. I don't think the wife knew either. No, I think she did know, but she didn't know to the extent. Hit it when I can. That was a good one. Lori Deepest? No. There's a lot of cases I don't know, though. He shoot people through the peephole. I would watch the light passing through it. When it got blocked, pop. Okay. What's the new Netflix show everyone is talking about? CP, it's called The Innocent Man. Good morning, Susan. Suzanne. CP, they're talking about The Innocent Man. That the content is good, but it's so slow. It's like super, super slow. It's snowing in Sweden. That's another place I want to go, Sweden. Israel Keys was intense. He killed himself the day after the DA came and said they would do it. No one left but you. What's the difference between a garbanzo bean and a chickpea? I don't think there is a difference. The Ferguson case. That's Patrick. Were you not here before? I said that The Innocent Man really reminds me of Ferguson case because The Innocent Man is all about this guy had like a dream, and that's the exact same way that whoever nailed Ferguson, that's what his friend said, that he had this dream that he made a killing. And I'm wondering if you read the book because the story is almost identical. What? No. No, the friend that got Ryan Ferguson in jail in the first place, it all happened because he said he had this dream. And it's like the exact same story of The Innocent Man that, he told police, he went to police, he had this dream. It's almost identical. And I really seem to think that guy, the one that went, Ferguson's friend, like read that book. I mean, a lot of people read the book, but it just seemed, the story seemed so close. You want a heartbreaker? Look up the murder of Zachary Turner. There's a lot of heartbreakers. Hit it. All right. I need juice. Oh. Boop. My buka is so dirty. He was playing in the mud. Of course, nobody around here gives anyone baths. The lady killed the father and then the baby. I think I've seen Dear Zachary. My son's smoking those. What, smoking a vape? Hey, what do you guys think about that one that come and visit me? I'd love to come and visit you. I'd bring 3 kids and 2 dogs, but my dog doesn't like cats. I do. I'm dying to go overseas. That's why I gotta find someone rich who's gonna take me traveling all over the world. I can tell you my story, truly heartbreaking. Sure, Dirty D. We've all shared a lot tonight. I think I've seen letters or Dear Zachary or Letters to Zachary, something like that. Flavor of the juice is Reds. It's the best juice ever. Oop. I think her parents killed her. Whose parents? JonBenet? I'm going back to Italy this spring. Oh, I'm jealous. Laura, come be bored with me in Canada. We can stream a live PJ party. That's right. I do want to go to Canada, but I can't bring my little one. My ex will never give me passport rights. But I can bring the twins. We went to Canada when I was in college. I am from New York. I went to college upstate, and we went to something just clicked off. We went to Niagara Falls. Bellagio. George Clooney lives there. He lives in Bellagio now? Oh, in Italy. I'm thinking the Vegas Bellagio. I have 2 dogs and 9 cats. No rats. I believe that. I want to travel. Shit, once my kids are off to college, I'm going to travel anyway. I was born another New Yorker. New York in the house. Where in Queens? I grew up in Queens. Hey, Chase. Good night, Chase. And again, so sorry to hear about your parents. I'm probably going to do a special tribute on the 14th if I can handle not crying. I mean, on the 18th if I can handle not crying. Marlboro Red, that's a real New Yorker. Hey, Bobby, where in Queens? Fred is in Virginia. She came home from a double shift the other day. Door was open. She had 5 raccoons sleeping on the counter. Said, fuck it, and went to bed. Yeah, okay. Not me. Stayed on both sides. Canadian side has a better view. It does. Because everything you take a picture looks like a postcard. Falcon, I think you should send me pictures from Italy. I was with someone in Niagara Falls. Yeah, I like Niagara Falls. I do the same. Not me. I'd have gone to bed in a fucking hotel after torture my place. Thank you, Marissa. That would be me too. I moved out of my parents' house when I was 19 because of a mouse. They had one little mouse I ruined. I left. Glen Oaks. I grew up in Bayside, Little Neck, and Forest Hills. And then we moved out to Long Island. Raccoons' lives matter. You're right. Who's your daddy? They do. But their lives matter outside of my house. What school did you go to? PS 221. And then I was in Long Island, then I went back to Forest Hills and Bay Terrace. I can't think of the other name. But then when I moved back from Long Island, then I was already out of school. I never cry, not even when my mom passed. Well, that's sad. Didn't stop at Niagara Falls when we were there, but I hope to next summer. Went to PS 186, junior high school, and Martin Van Buren. How old are you? Oh, you're a little older. Not much, though. Only a couple years. I love Long Island's. I was in New York once. An army buddy lived in Long Island. Went to World Trade Center. Aw, thanks, fam. I love you, too. Thank God we own and operate a wildlife trapping and pest control business. Oh, that's cool, Heather. Yo, Iowa has mice. I don't know if my Iowa guy is still in here, Iowa's got mice. Who do you think killed JonBenet? I have no idea who killed her. I go with the intruder theory. I don't think it was anyone in the family. There you are, Joe. Yeah, Iowa has mice. First time I ever had to deal with mice. I'm slow on chat tonight. It's okay, Heather. I'm sorry, Suzanne. Suzanne, we were talking about this earlier. My dad died in December 18th of 2014. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about him, but the crying does get easier. It really does. Since we talked about ball sweat, I have to ask, is it normal for one of my testicles to be bigger than the other two? That would mean 3, so yeah, probably. I see black bear on almost daily where I live. Raccoon's the least of my worries. Too bad we can't come take care of the mice for you. How much bigger? I don't know. Dirty D's back. September 2017. My mom passed to Suzanne. I miss her every day. It's tough. But it does get I promise you guys, it does get easier. I think it was a parent of another pet. That's possible, Patrick. Flash storms just hit, knocking internet. It's been bad everywhere. Weather's been horrible bad everywhere. Aw, Suzanne. It's hard. I mean, it is. It's super hard. Even being 47, and I'm like, a bunch of my friends don't have either parent, and I just thank God I have my mom. Even though I'm a horrible daughter and don't call her as much as I should. Could imagine. Yeah, I always said my mom's gonna live forever. She's never gonna die. My son shot himself January 10th. Wow, I'm sorry, Dirty D. That's tough. They say there's no other pain like losing a child, and I don't even want to think about it. It's very hard, but you have to know that your parents and loved ones would want you all to be happy. I agree. Aunt Bella's, Bobby, there's probably 100 Aunt Bellas or something with the name Bella in it. Some women's boobs are different sizes. I guess balls can be too. That's a good answer. Well, Dirty D, you should come here in January because it will make you feel better because it's my birthday. You have twins too? Northern Boulevard. I was actually waitressing on Bay Boulevard. My cousin is a bartender in Bay Terrace. If you ever go to Bay Terrace. I agree. No child should ever have to bury their child. No parent should ever have to bury their child. I totally agree with that. Oh, that's cool. How old are your twins, Dirty D? Thanks, Bobby. It takes many years to get over it. Still hurt every day. My daughter's a bartender. I used to bartend. You're welcome very much. 27. You twins are 27? I can't wait for my twins to be 27. They'll be out. That's what I have, male and female. No parents have to bury. Heather, I know what you meant. That's why I reset it. You love boobs? We were talking about boobs. Where's Marissa? I brought up boobs in Iriko's chat. He got mad at me. I kept talking about boobs. I said boobs. Not everyone likes talking about boobs. I said you can talk about boobs on my channel. Exactly. See? Yes, your boobs keep getting brought up. He got a little mad that we were talking about boobs. Yeah, he wants to keep it classy. He didn't want to talk about boobs. I like talking about boobs. Sean, it was last week. The show that Marissa did live, I think it was last weekend. Where's my husband from? I'm single. Well, legally, I'm married, but I'm single. Boobs get sweaty too. They do get sweaty. That was a good one, Hoosier. Think so. Was it international? Marissa's boobs are classy. Very well said, Mama. Boobs are the best part of the chicken and thighs. I love boobs. Boob sweat DNA. You probably could get boob sweat DNA. My wife cheated and divorced me. Aw. I'm a butt man. My ex-husband was a butt man. I don't have a good butt. Marissa says international boobs. Yeah, we like talking about Marissa's boobs. Bobby, my ex was an asshole too. I love legs. I have long legs. They used to be longer. Now I'm shrinking. What's that line from The Office? She got boob job. Oh, sorry, boob enhancement. My legs shrunk because I've gotten shorter. I used to be 5'10". I'm now like 5'7". I have a 12-year-old daughter. My twins are 13. They're almost 14. Yes, I'm thinking of Marissa's boob sweat. No, she had a bird on them. Happy December 15th. Tim, happy birthday. I would sing, but I suck. Everybody wish Tim a happy birthday. Tim's birthday. Yay. Tim, how old are you? Yoga will get that height back? Yeah, my fat ass ain't stretching that far. Birthdays aren't happy. Yes, they are. I can't wait for my birthday. It's coming up. Not when you're 50. Well, I'm not 50 yet. He didn't say how old he was, though. Well, in your 50s. Tim, how old are you? I'm going, you knew? No, I don't know. I have a 20-year-old and an 11-year-old. Not looking forward to the preteen years. Yeah, they suck. Preteen years are horrible. Tim, how old are you? New to your channel, loving it. Thanks, Rusty. Just so you know, though, just again, I'm going to keep saying this throughout. Friday night is like jam party. We talk about anything and everything. It's more of like a social hangout than like really discussing cases, but we do discuss cases. But just know, like, Friday night lives are just hanging out. Everybody hanging out. My daughter's 12 going on 35. Yeah, so is mine. Including my tits, that's right. Yeah, Marissa's boobs are a big thing. After boob talk, I thought it said busty spoons. My daughter's 5 going on 30. 5 is cute, though. Tim, you're only 35. You're a baby. I'll probably be home alone on the actual day of my birthday. Now we got to feel bad for Falcon. Thanks, Bobby. Now we got to feel bad for Falcon. Falcon be all alone on his birthday. Falcon, when's your birthday? Who's your daddy? That was good. She does. She got big boobies. She was wearing a really low cut shirt. So nobody else was saying anything, so I had to. Only if you're female. It was fun. Boobies are good. Takes an act of God for me to get a boner. Why is that, Joe? That's not good. Technically, that was my bra. I knew it would get hot, so I put on a sports bra that would pass as a tank top. The 16th, like tomorrow, Falcon? Falcon, is your birthday tomorrow? My daughter's 23, just finished semester. That's another thing. You have 3 kids? Yeah, that's tomorrow, Falcon. Well, Sunday, yeah. Well, Falcon's birthday is the 16th. Marissa, let's give Falcon some boobies. That's another thing we were talking about before about having multiple kids. College, oh my God, I'm so not even looking forward to it. I just went live and nobody would stay on. Everybody came on and left. Boring. Nicole, what do you mean? Am I the only? Oh, by the way, I said this you just reminded me, Nicole. I said this in Irikosa's chat, but I wanted to let you guys know I keep forgetting to say it in the video. For the last all new subscribers, because for some reason it doesn't let me go past 3 weeks. I've been subscribing to any one of you that have over 20 subscribers or look like you're trying to build a channel, you have a big channel. So I've been subscribing to all of you guys. So anyone that subscribes to me, just let me know if you're trying to build a channel, you have a channel or anything, and I will totally subscribe back. I do it every day, and I look to see who I missed, and so that's what I've been doing. So I just want to let you guys know that. Some of you guys have noticed, some of you haven't. Saving for college already. I don't blame you. My birthday was in August. Laura subbed to me. I did. I subbed to everybody. I mean, you guys sub to me. I'm going to sub back. You know, if you have like 0 followers, I know you're not building a channel. Aaliyah, were you a sub before today? Because I'm like literally every day I'm going through it, but for some reason it doesn't let me go past the last couple of weeks. So it's easier now because now I just have, one after the other. I just daily. See, Nicole, I wouldn't subscribe if you only have one because I know you're not building a channel. Screw college tuition. My little guy's going in the trades. My ex is a union guy. It wouldn't surprise me if my little one follows. I actually follow that Facebook thingy. Aaliyah, I may have hit you today then because I went through it today. And I hit everyone that had over 10 or it had over 20. You voiced your mind of a celebrity, but I can't think of it. Fran Dreschner? That's the one I heard. Love construction work. I was born on 8/29/68. I thought you said 5/29. You have 2 different birthdays. Doesn't matter if you don't. LOL, I'm not Billy. No, but I do. Anyone over 20, that's not me. It's okay, Bobby. No, but I do. I just, it hit one of the things when I first got into YouTube. One of the things that always bothered me, which is why I try to acknowledge everybody, like on every comment. Granted, if I get like 5,000 comments, I'm probably not going to be able to answer every single video. But, you see all these YouTubers that are big YouTubers that never acknowledge anything. They don't answer people. People ask them directly. Like, at least acknowledge your people that are subbing to you and so I try to acknowledge everybody, answer everyone's question. I literally take time out every day to do it. And then I decide, you know what? These people are subbing to me. Why wouldn't I sub back? So that's how I do it. Sheila. But the name is Sheila Falcon. My wife was born 69 and I was born 75. I was born 71. Thanks, Amanda. Because it just bothers me that, you see all these big people and they never answer anybody. It's so fucking annoying. I'm like, this is terrible. Did you ever hear of Molly on her YouTube channel? No. Who's Molly? That was one of the reasons I love you, Laura. Ah, thanks, Mama. It's true though. I hate when YouTubers, like the big guys. I mean, granted, I get, but at least answer like your first few, like just acknowledge people. Thanks, Amanda. You remind me of Cher. I never heard that one before. That's a new one. Leah Ramini. That's Queens. That's probably just because it's Queens. She has a pretty very Queens accent. She played on Wife Swap. She was from Las Vegas. Who, Leah Ramini? You need to have multiple costume changes if you are Cher, and her money. I love her money too. Molly. Big boobs. I got that part down. You remind me face a little Piper from Charmed. I'll tell you the people that I grew up that everybody said I look like. Veruca Balk, who played in The Waterboy, as well as the one with the witches, the three witches. So Veruca Balk and Carly Simon. I've heard both those. Karen, I feel it's important though. I do. I'm a big thing about it. I went on this kick about how PewDiePie and all these gamers and nobody ever acknowledges their fans. They just never say anything. I mean, these guys are making $1 million off their subscribers and they're not even acknowledging them. That shit annoyed me. Carly Simon. I'm starting to begin to crush on purple. Marissa's boobs are starting to bone a block Laura. Bona Black, that was a good one. Now, Veruca Balk is one I hear a lot. Ask Go Lightly channel, Molly Go Lightly. Oh. I've watched her. I've watched some of her stuff. She kind of annoys me at times. She's a Jersey girl. I thought she was actually from New York. My whole thing is, this is going to sound horrible. I'm so over the Chris Watts case. As soon as he pled guilty to all 9 counts, I don't know why anybody cares so much anymore. Like, it's over. Now it's just like gossip. And I've totally lost interest in it. And you see all these YouTube people and everybody just posting videos that everybody has already. And I just don't know why they're doing it. There's so many other cases that are better, that aren't over. So that's just my whole thing. All right, Spurta Boys, big day. Hey, good night. Tim, thanks. And you have a wonderful birthday. Molly Ringwald, I heard when I was a teenager, but I haven't really heard it much as an adult. Go Lightly, pause too much. Seems like she loses track of it. She is funny though. I was watching this thing she did on weight loss. That she was saying like, oh, it's $1,000, and I looked it up and it's like $30. So I was like, yeah, okay. I mean, she definitely has money though. There's no doubt about that. I don't know if she married money. She's got a good job, but she definitely has money. Hey, Purple, mind showing your computer setup. What do you want to see? I would have to get my phone. You want to see everything? My desk is kind of messy though. But I'll show it to you if you want. You want to see my actual computer or both monitors and everything else? Because I could like take pictures of it. My camera won't reach. I'll have to like take pictures. She's moved on, but Shanann's family has reached out to her and she's going to North Carolina. See, that's another thing, Valerie. I watched that. I don't get it. Like, why? Not only like why they reach out to her, but like why is she traveling to North Carolina to meet them? Like, I don't know. I just don't get it. Whatever you're comfortable with, like the monitor, a mic. Yeah, let me get I have to take pictures of it. But yeah, I'll take pictures of it. I don't care. I'm proud of my system. I paid a lot of money for it. But my computer itself, I built. Well, my ex built. Ugh. Are you ready? I'm gonna have to shoot some pictures. Oop. All right. All right, now is you ready? Do an order. I gotta get rid of Marissa's head. All right. So there's my main monitor. Probably better this way. Main monitor. You got the light. My second monitor. Whoop. My computer that I built. I keep doing that. My microphone and my purple filter. My headset and my messy part of my desk. And my keyboard. That's it. Well, my ex built. Holly Mary Combs was an American Pie. Thanks, Rusty. Naz, was there a reason you wanted to see that? Besides to see my mess? There was just like a weird request. This one time in band camp. And then there's my Oculus Rift. I didn't take that one. Have you seen that YouTube channel Bitwit? No, I'm not a big YouTuber. Like, he wanted to see boobs. And then something I am very proud of. Hold on. Well, way to go. There it is. All right. And hold on. Where'd you guys go? Whoop. And here is my actual inside of my computer. There you go. I have a GTX 1080. And it's a great build. I actually love my build. And that's it. Now you've seen everything. Actually, computer setup, like the aesthetic. Thank you. I expected it to be more purple. I wanted more purple. Angela wouldn't do more purple. You're not doing your whole computer in purple lights. I'm like, why not? How late are you going tonight? I don't know actually. Why are you leaving me? I'm actually thinking about cutting it. I'm tired. And I have to go tomorrow night again. Marissa, let's not forget tomorrow night is Falcon's birthday. Well, Sunday is Falcon's birthday. We need to send him a cake. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it. I haven't eaten yet. I'm kind of hungry. I want to relax. Probably watch more of the Netflix series. Purple screen, not green screen. Nice to meet you too, Bobby. And just in case you guys don't know, for the next 12 days, well, up until Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, I'm going to be live every night. We're doing a video every night for the 12 nights of Christmas. You deserve some me time. Yeah, my daughter just says to me tonight, Mom, there's only 11 days left till Christmas Eve and you have not gone shopping yet. Don't worry, honey. You'll get your gifts. Relax. Thanks, Shauna. I am. I've been so bad this week with work. I'm surprised I'm not fired yet. I'm late like every day. I'm like, this has to stop. And Shauna, you're always a delight too. Working my 10th 12-hour day in a row, 6 to 6. Damn. That's a lot. How does she know what you're doing while she's in school? Well, she knows I work till 1. Get some pasta. I actually made some really good pasta tonight. Some Weight Watcher pasta. I do work at home, but I still have to be up on time. I work a real job. I just do it from my house. It's not like I work from home where I make my own schedule. Mercy going to bed, hanging out with me. Tell her Santa isn't coming this year. I did tell her that. She didn't believe me. See, Joe, a lot of people are under this misconception that like I work from home, I can work whatever hours I want. It's not that kind of work from home. Laura is in it. I am not in it. Meanie. Thanks for the PJ party. Going to Destiny Mall in Syracuse in the morning. I used to go to Syracuse. Question, do you like Max? I do like Max for web design, and I do like Max for certain things. I don't like Max for gaming, and I couldn't have a Mac to do my job. I'm a hooker, really. No, I'm just kidding. It depends. I'm totally maxed out. I'm sure you are, Falcon. I believe that. That's why I said Macs are great for web design. They're great for a lot of things. I don't like them for gaming, and I couldn't have one for work. Graphic design. Ew, Patrick, that was mean. Final Cut Pro. Falcon, you send me a copy of Final Cut Pro. Hey, Marissa, maybe I can get Falcon to do my editing. What's your theory, Laura? Are we talking computers? We're talking computers. We're talking gaming devices, I think. My theory is that this has gone on for 2.5 hours. Oh, Marissa just replied and said she loves you all. I'm burning up a cats on me. They generate so much heat. I got a dirty dog laying and messing up my carpet. But Naz, what kind of games do you play? Honestly, though, I love my setup. I really do. And I bought everything like right before all prices skyrocketed. Like I paid $450 for my 1080. And it was like totally skyrocketed like 2 months later. Cut it now. It'll be on your record for shortest. Oh, you don't game? So what do you do on PC? Why are you building a PC? JonBenét Laura's channel through the $sign. It's called Super Chat. You should game on PC. It's the best way to game. Can I contribute? Is that what the $sign is for? Yeah, the $sign is to donate. I only own Macs. Karen, that's why you and Falcon get along, because you're both Mac heads. I used to work for Apple. I hate Apple. Hate. Gotta try my phone, get some sleep. Night purple. If you're doing graphic design, then Macs are the best. You can't beat it. I did play Far Cry. I played Far Cry 5. I was like almost at the end, and then I just got bored. I was like the same thing over and over and over. Hit the $sign. It says Super Chat. Yeah, Joe, that's for donating. Less you can donate to. Yeah, you can do PayPal. You can do here. PayPal doesn't take a cut. Here they take like $3 out of every 10, but I mean, I don't care. Whatever's easier for you guys. An X-Mac is an iMac Pro. The gray one that cost about 10 grand. Apple Haters Club is ganging up on me. I just think Apple's overrated. I don't like iPhones at all. My daughter's totally disagrees with me. She has to have an iPhone because that's all she'll use. But some people, like for graphic design, web design, you can't beat a Mac. They're the best for that because they even have special programs. They have iMovie. They have tons of stuff. But it's a learning curve, and it's not as user-friendly as a PC. Their laptops are mad, but because their name. They take out important ports like the USB-A. I agree with you. Me like Apple, but I know hey, you still love me, Laura. I do love you, Val. No, I mean, like, I like Macs for certain things. Graphic design, web design, you can't beat a Mac. They're great. The quality of them are great, but for like gaming, Apple sucks. Apple's require you to live next to an Apple store. Price is ridiculous, but you can have everything. Once you go Mac, you never go back. Have the Apple X, and I'm not impressed. Exactly, not impressed. Apple pissed me off. They're needlessly expensive. They are needlessly expensive. They're stupid expensive. And a lot of it's overpriced. The iPhone is completely overpriced. My Note 9 is so much better than any Apple. PCs are good, 3 years max. Mac Pro 6 years old and works perfectly. Sean, I agree with you, but like I built my own computer. So when it needs to upgrade, it's an easy upgrade. Upgrade the processor, upgrade, but my computer should be good for at least 5 years. Then I can upgrade, but it's just a matter of switching out parts. But that's why I asked him, like, it depends what you want it for. My son loves it and games on it. Cannot access the RAM on those new Macs. Apple RAM is ridiculously overpriced. I agree. Everything with Apple's overpriced. Ridiculously overpriced. My phone is an LG G4 and it works better and faster than my kids' iPhones. I agree. Actually, people going out buying a MacBook Pro 2015. Thank you, Joe. See, Joe, I feel bad. Joe has to live with a smell in Clinton County. In Clinton, his town of Clinton. That's so bad. Smell of Clinton is awful. But thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate that. They want you to buy 1 million dongles. Yeah, they do. Yeah, that smell is bad. It's Clinton has this, I don't know what you call it, plant or whatever called ADM. It's one of the biggest manufacturers of like corn and products in like the world, but it makes the towns just stink. I mean, like, you drive through it, it just smells. It's I don't even know if it's an egg smell, it just smells. Um It's also the animal rendering plant next to it. Yeah, it's just I mean, Clinton is known as as a smelly town, and you could smell it as you drive in. But I will say where he is, like the whole Quad City area, it's a good place to live. I mean, I if not for my custody fight, I would have never left Iowa. I actually liked it. I still like going back there. Um Corn and carcass. No, you know what it is? There's something about it that just makes it feel like home. Like, even I've been out of there since 2012, and even driving back, and I was only there for 7 years, but even driving when I take my son there or I meet my ex to drop off my son, it just feels like home when you get there. I can't explain it. It's weird. You get popcorn lung, like driving through Jersey. Yeah, just like that. Um, it really does. There's something about it that just makes you feel like home. You get to the iMac, but it's instant warranty void, and you have the right tool. Exactly. That's all the problems with Mac. Um, that's what my daughter has, Karen. She has an iPhone 6. Um, yeah, I'm not a Mac fan. Not at all. You can update. They don't have headsets. They don't have any. I'm not thrilled with it. Laura, have you ever been to Smoky Mountains? No, I have not. Been to the Grand Canyon, but never been to Smoky Mountains. There's like a lot of places I haven't gone, but I really, really, really want to go overseas. I really want to go to Australia. I promised my daughter I'd take her to Paris for her 18th birthday. Refill time. Yeah, so people make fun of me when I drink. This is the only glass I've had, and I really haven't even drank that much. Anonymous just got here. What are we talking about? Everything. We're actually shutting down. They don't even have chat hands on iPhone yet, do they? They probably don't. They're too good. Oh. Karen, a chat head is like when you ever see on the bottom, good night, Leah. Like it'll pop up and say, like, can I help you? Like T-Mobile has it. I bet you don't know who T-Mobile is. I've been to Niagara Falls. I was saying that I went in when I was in college because I went to college in upstate New York. Dying to go to Ireland. My girlfriend went there. My mom went there with her boyfriend. It's supposed to be beautiful. Real quick, who killed her? Don't know. I believe it was an intruder. There's a pop up someone who has message. Yeah. Anonymous, I believe it is an intruder. I don't believe it was Burke, and I don't believe it was the family. I believe it was an intruder. But I do believe that Patsy wrote the letter. You're welcome. Valid Coach store still at US Mall. I don't like Coach. I was never into Coach. I would like to go to Israel Falcon. It was not Ed Edwards. Don't even get me started on John Cameron's blatant lies. He does blame Ed Edwards for everything, and Ed Edwards didn't do it. I always said I wanted to go backpacking in Australia. That I like something I never did in my whole life is backpack Australia, and it's been a lifelong dream. I told my daughter when they get older, we're going to do it. I'd be like 60 years old backpacking Australia with them. Yeah, I was never a Coach fan. I don't like Coach. I never did. I went to the Dome of the Rock. Turns out it's really a rock inside. I started learning to surf. It's Karen, you surf? I heard Israel's beautiful. I hear giant spiders greet you at the gate when you land in Australia. I just want to see a koala bear. I like Gucci. I've always liked Gucci. I like Prada, some Prada, not all of it, but I own like 4 Gucci bags. I love Gucci. When I was younger, I was like saved so much money to buy a Prada dress, and it ended up getting ruined. Nick's buying us all purses. Right, Nick? No spies at the gate. I'm not a Louis Vuitton girl at all. Louis Vuitton was so Long Island back in the 80s that like my mom owned like 12 of them. It's Louis Vuitton was big in Long Island. Big. My new puppy is coming. Gucci perfume rocks as well. I happen to like Gucci. Your new puppy. Israel's very nice, but I was only 10. Hoffa was bellissimo. I do. I've always been a big Gucci fan. Love it. Yeah, there's not much surfing in Massachusetts, so the waves are small. I met Johnny Depp in Boston. Koalas are slowly losing. I will take koalas. Koalas can come to me at any time. They're so cute. Pretty rare, more on the bush, sometimes in rural areas. Syracuse's lights on the lake display. I went to college right out of high school by Syracuse. Not at Syracuse, but at Morrisville. I was going to be a journalist. That didn't pan out after a year. Would you snuggle a sloth? I never really liked sloths. I don't know what people see in them. Koala and puppy farm for Laura. That's right. I want a koala and puppy farm. Now there's a goal. A definite goal. Me and Marissa were talking about it, and I said that I would like goals, I would love to own a big farm and have like tons of dogs and do like a rescue. I would love to do that. I don't know, be like, now Israel's great actually. I've never gone. A lot of my family is gone, but it's dangerous now. OnePlus is sloth would just sleep on you and never hurt you. Well, my little Winsty does that too. You should research the backpacker murders and thank you. Make me feel real good. Ballingalow State Forest before backpacking in Australia. I will definitely look into that. There's been a lot of murders like that, though. I've seen a lot of those shows like on ID. They talk about that. Fluff and Nutter Butter disappeared. I don't know where he went. I want chickens in the yard. My wife shut me down. Yeah, I would visit South Korea. I want to eat sushi from Japan. So I'd make a trip out of it. My daughter's boyfriend went to Morrisville. I graduated. No way. I did. I went to Morrisville in 1989. I was going to be a journalist, and I had my heart set on owning I was going to write for Rolling Stone, and I was going to have like a heavy metal magazine. And my 2 downfalls was I had a boyfriend that was still in Long Island, and I had a teacher that hated me and told me one day in my second year, first semester, told me I should give up as a journalist because I will never make it as a writer. I cried so much and I went home and I told my dad I was dropping out and I'm not dealing with school, and I fucked off the whole next semester and dropped out. And I never told my parents why. And everyone said to me after I finally told them, like, "You're an idiot. You should have never dropped out. The teacher was just an asshole." And I went totally different path. But I was mentioned in Rolling Stone. That's right. Ivan Mallet murders. I'll have to check that out. I went backpack for that very reason. You were being your authentic self. No, I to this day I don't know why she hated me so much, because I was a really good writer. And I don't know why she hated me, but it stuck with me in my head, and I was like, you know what? I'm never gonna write. I I don't know why she had no hope in me. But I let go of it. No, I dropped it all because this teacher upset me. She really like hurt me. It's Ryan from Facebook. What's up, Ryan? I know koalas aren't that cuddly, but they look cute. Good night, Naz. Ryan, you're late to the party. I am shutting down shortly, like any minute. Katie, I want to go to Australia. There you go, koala bear. I just think Australia is great. I really do. She was jealous of you. Short view, who killed JB? It wasn't Burke. It wasn't the parents. It was an intruder. I'm convinced of this. Marissa from Canada, we need to go to Sydney, Australia. We'll make rounds. I go see Marissa, then me and Marissa will go see Karen. Me too, Rusty. I could totally go for some sushi. I can always eat sushi. My kids like it too. I train them early. Karen. Marissa's gonna bring boobs. I'm in, Ryan. Let's go. Sushi is my all-time favorite food. Nick, where are you? I forgot. Look who I have. He tired. Oh, you're in Rochester? So you're not far from Valerie. Say hi. He did come back. He just woke up. He's my little mascot. Tried sushi twice, wasn't too impressed. Patrick, you probably didn't have the right sushi then. You need the right sushi. He tired. He does want another nut of butter. He's just tired. He is clean. He's clean and soft and cuddly. Probably hungry. Are you hungry? Really, Karen? That's one thing I always wanted to do. Is eat sushi in Japan. But other people have told me that it's not that good. He had an 8-hour haircut by his mom the other day. He did. Oh, what's the matter? What's the matter? We would love to have you in Australia. With my New York accent, I wouldn't be hated. No, what's the matter? I would think I'd be hated. I'd go to Australia anytime. Ugh. Oh, that Ryan. Ryan, I wasn't sure which Ryan it was. Marissa, you're right, I will. Ryan, did you see my video? Where'd you go? Did you see my video, Ryan? What's up, Ginger? I'm telling you, it wasn't her. I mean, it wasn't Burke and it wasn't the family. I'm telling you it wasn't. Think sous chefs are more experimental and put more flavor in the US? Possibly. Thanks, Ginger. He's tired. Aw. We like the restaurants that cooking the food in front of you. Hibachi. You talking about hibachi? This amigo, someone on the outside. Aw. Yeah, hibachi. I like hibachi restaurants. My kids do too. Exactly, Ginger. I'm telling you, it was an intruder. He is tired. What? He used to fit perfectly on top of my boobs. Now I got too big. Hit the notification bell. It's right. You better. Of course I got a cool channel, Ryan. I told you that weeks ago. You can hit in any of the walls. See, Ginger agrees with me, Ryan. The Burke didn't do it. There's new evidence that there were footprints that led to a different I think it was an accident. Nope. Now, I do believe that she wrote the letter. I don't deny that. I do believe she wrote the letter, but I absolutely don't think that she's the murderer. So who is the current prime suspects? Yeah, I wish Patrick. They didn't say. They just said that it hit on two males that they've been waiting for a long time, and now all of a sudden it hit on these two after years of waiting. The thing in her underwear, the DNA prints in her underwear. There would be no reason to write a letter unless there was an accident or murder. Okay, so think about it like this, Ryan. This was my theory. It's possible. I'm not saying it's definite. I'm saying it's possible that she wrote that letter after she realized that JonBenet was dead. However, the reason why she wrote the letter is because, who are they going to automatically blame? They're going to blame one of the parents or the kid or somebody. So what's going to happen? Then they're going to go ahead and she's going to write a letter to try and stray from it and cover it up. It's a possibility. What's the matter? There was someone sitting outside a room too. I think that's possible too. I don't know if the case will ever get solved, honestly. I truly don't. I think it's one of these cases that may never get resolved. We shall see, though. All right, guys, I am cutting this, though. I'm getting tired. He's getting cranky. Do you think JonBenet was part of a pedo ring? No. I think that was a ridiculous theory that went around. I agree, Peterson. I think we should get Colburn and Link on it. Or Kratz. I think Kratz should be on it. I know they had the walkway and driveway that warms up to melt the snow. Oh, I didn't know that, Patrick. That Valerie's got a good point too, though. Nobody can write that long of a letter if your baby girl's dead. She's got a point. And so I would come on your show sometime and have a friendly debate about it. Let's do it, Ryan. Studied the case pretty thoroughly myself. We could do it. Tell me when you're busy. We'll do a Google Hangout. I bet they have a shoe print in the bookshelf. There were a couple of shoe prints, and the boot prints and the shoe prints do not match to anybody in the family. They had 400 people that they suspect. Now, Ryan, if you're so familiar with the case, another theory that someone reminded me of tonight is the kid that killed himself. Why would this kid kill himself? I know, Val, I do too. Thank you, Karen, for my koala fun. Thank you so much, Karen. Well, Patrick, that was a big thing that it asked for the father's bonus. I mean, that was kind of retarded. She had over 1,000 walks in the place beforehand. Yes. That we know. But the kid that killed himself, the kid that worked there that killed himself, there's got to be something to that. That can't just be sheer coincidence. That was another thing that I actually forgot about. Was he had a boots? Yes, Valerie. That's exactly who it was. Some might have stayed behind. I think there was somebody either in the house at the time or somebody that like was in the basement or something waiting. I do believe that. And he had the boots in his bedroom. Yes, I forgot about that guy until somebody said it, but yeah, I remember that. And like, why did this kid kill himself? And there was a whole bunch of stuff going on and controversy over it. So yeah, I agree. But yeah, the whole ransom thing and like that long letter and the word she used, that's not by a kidnapper. That's by an intelligent somebody. So yeah, I don't think it's related. I think JB, the felon, hit her head, or it was a fight with Burke. The parents covered it up, and that's why she wrote the letter. That's a logical explanation, but I don't think it's totally accurate. I don't think she hit her head. If for them to cover it up like that, they would have to cover every single piece and every detail with the suitcase and everything. I don't know. It just sounds too much. And the way she was killed and murdered, I don't know. I mean, could it be? It could be. If it was Patsy, she took it to her grave. But I would think at this point, like, if it wasn't Burke, then why did he sue? Why is he suing CBS for $750 million, risking himself that he could possibly go to jail if they have evidence against him? It just seems like a big risk. And it's a little more simpler than people are making it. I don't know. And he killed himself the day, and he said he was coming for the killer on the TV presser. Valerie's right. I remember it as she's saying it. I do remember it. There had to be a connection with this kid. I wonder if BOD will ever sue. Falcon, I said the same thing. I said I don't understand why they aren't suing. Like, if they're so innocent and she has nothing on them, why isn't he suing? Interesting. John got mad years ago when it reported said sexual assault murder. Said she wasn't sexually assaulted, but DNA in her panties. I think the parents know something for sure, just not sure how much. I don't think John does. I don't know. It's such a strange case. What batteries are dead? Oh, it's up there. But it is like the longest case running that's still open. But if the people are dead, like let's say Patsy did kill her, we're never going to know. Marissa, there was a kid or a guy that it was in one of the movies, it was an older movie, not one of the recent ones, that there was something to do with they were picking up money. I don't remember exactly, but they were picking up money from somewhere, and it had to do with the father, with John. And they were getting caught or something, and the guy found out. The kid ended up killing himself, and they thought maybe the boot matched. I don't remember exactly. It was a long time ago, but it's something along those lines. Didn't know pedophile confess. Yeah, Karen. And that was Bernard was trying to tell me he's still the killer. I'm like, no, he's not. How old was the brother? She was 9. Burke was 9. But Burke like beat her with a golf club or something and hurt her really bad previously. So that's the other reason why people think it was Burke. Night hot hair, go eat and have some good time. I'm going to make a beer. Have a beer and make some for night to make brother happy. Nick, have a wonderful night. Michael Helgoth. Michael Helgoth, that's right. Yeah, I don't remember exactly. Val, do you remember exactly the story? Fortnite. My son is a Fortnite fanatic. Brother, yeah, the brother was 9. The mother knew. So Ryan, what did you think of their 911 call? Did you hear her say, what did you do? Because my hearing sucks. I can't hear that. Because that's the other ongoing debate. Oh. That's what Bernard was going. Yeah, he was going on about that it was Mark Carr. I was like, dude, no, it wasn't. He's like, yes, it was. I'm like, no, it wasn't. I was like, he was totally cleared. John Mark Carr or something. And then he got mad and he left. I'm like, whatever. I am. I was trying to make it even. Oh, we did it. Now we have an exact amount of users with the exact amount of thumbs up. That's what I wanted. But I am going to bed, guys. I'm tired. He had a stun gun. See, Valerie, you and I think alike. So guys, tomorrow is David Berkowitz, Son of Sam, which I have to rehash some old stuff because I haven't looked at it in a long time. Thanks, Ryan. I'm glad you stopped in. He was shot on the right side of the head, yet the gun was found on the left. I agree. So yeah, tomorrow night's David Berkowitz, Son of Sam, going back to my New York roots. And that I'll actually have to do some real research because I don't remember the case that well. But Karen, have you heard of Son of Sam? Are you familiar with it? Because I don't know if you guys know it overseas. Thanks, Mama. And I'm glad you guys are listening. I wouldn't be able to do this if you guys didn't want to watch. Is anyone not familiar with David Berkowitz? Parents knew what happened. Yeah, if you hear that, I couldn't hear that. I did not hear anybody say what they said that she said. It was too muffled. But some people said they heard it. So, all right, guys, we can continue this tomorrow. Yes, either do I, Shauna. And I read the book. It was like the first true crime book I ever read. But he's definitely interesting. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I don't know what time yet, but it'll probably be somewhere around the same time. And thank you so much, Karen and TC. If you watch this again, I want to thank you as well. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your night or day, because some of you guys it's daytime. And peace out. I will see you guys tomorrow with Son of Sam, David Berkowitz. Much love for you too, Ginger.